And I am actually interested with Cleric in one, but there's one question I've always wanted to ask him. I don't even know if he'll even know the answer to this, but like you obviously were inspired to make this wiki. So I am curious, like, do you remember the first one you read? Or if you created one first before you made the wiki, or do you remember something you read that like
well,
yeah, it doesn't mean the exact first one, maybe like the first noticeable one, like, oh, this is kind of interesting. Like maybe it kind of led to the idea of you wanting to make a wiki for it.
Well, I mean, there's a separate reason for a wiki unrelated to good stories.
Well, I know, but you were inspired to you wanted to do it. Clearly, there were reasons for you to do it.
Yeah,
so
well, like anything I do it for the horror community at large. It's not a reason of myself. It was more of as a service to people who wanted to read creepypasta but didn't have anywhere they could go to look at it, because like I said, the .com had shut down. It wasn't accepting new entries. A lot of the short snacky posts, like not like Who Was Phone, but like the Who Was Phone style, really short, meant to be copied and pasted copypasta, creepy copypasta, which is where the name creepypasta comes from.
Right.
It was getting lost at an alarming rate because people were just reposting them. And then you had things like Dead Bart that would get shared, and then people would be like, hey, what was that horror story with Bart dying? And people couldn't go and find these things. And so somebody would have to dig up their copy of Dead Bart and repost it. And so it got to the point where the 4chan export was so choked up with people asking, what's this creepypasta? What's that creepypasta? I read a story here last week and I can't remember what it was. And there wasn't a website that allowed you to search. And I was originally going to do Wikidot, which is where the SCP Wiki is. They're hosted on Wikidot. But I took one look at it and I was like, nah. And so I moved to then Wiki and now Fandom. And with absolutely zero idea of what the hell I was doing, no coding experience, especially in Wiki BBS, I went to a couple of other wikis that existed, poked around in the source code, and basically spent 10 to 20 hours that first day or two throwing together a somewhat functioning site.
Hey guys, Skillfully here, and that was a little snippet of my new project, Horror Historians. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you would like to hear Cleric talk more about the Creepypasta Wiki and him meeting some of the other people from other wikis, including the FNAF Wiki, then why don't you click on over to the Horror Historians YouTube channel where you can find the pilot episode. You can also watch these other highlight videos I've made about it, and I think you should absolutely click on the link. Guys, come on, we worked really hard on it. So why aren't you clicking on it? Karen. I know you, Karen. Link to the channel is in the description and the pinned comment below. Go click on it. Do it.